hopes, dreams, discoveries, adventures await. That just felt really fun to read. No, you mean Love, Courage, and Hope from Wild Arms. I didn't read that last part. Hello everyone, Novaexplosion, welcome to Pokemon Black. I'm finally doing it. I'm finally playing a Pokemon game. Finally, I'm gonna press start here just so we can, talk about this for a bit. So we're finally doing a Pokemon game. I have not played a Pokemon game, like, in a very long time. I think the last time I touched a Pokemon game other than Legends Arceus on my own time was whenever I did the DLC for Sword and Shield. And the only reason I did the DLC for Sword and Shield on this channel is because I was streaming. It just released. I was like, oh, something just released and I'm streaming. Why am I not just going to stream it? And, you know, those playthroughs actually, I think a few people found me through that. So thank God I did those, because some people that are here today probably wouldn't be here without me playing DLC. But we're playing Pokemon Black and White. What was I saying? Okay, yeah, there's a lot going on in chat. We're gonna have to talk a lot. So, yeah. It's not set to once per stream. I think it's on a 5-minute timer. I think. Flygon, you chose Lilligant. Isn't Lilligant a Pokemon White exclusive? I think it is. Or is it a Black exclusive? No, Whimsicott's Black, isn't it? If someone can tell me how to set up action replay in this game, I can make that happen. There's a trade to get it? Alright, cool. So you'll just have to point out when that trade is. Anyway, alright, we have a lot to talk about. So, here's the thing. We're gonna play this Pokemon game, and I wanted to do something because I think Pokemon would be fun if I had chat integrated in some way. I'm gonna press new game just so we have some music going on. We're not gonna, no, Juniper, we're not talking right now. We have a lot to discuss with chat. But, alright, anyway, so, I'm actually gonna drop it. If you need a refresher, because people in chat are already going crazy. If you type !rules, all lowercase, I have wrote down a list of, like, just some general rules, but I'm still gonna talk about it because I think there's some stuff that needs to be said. So first of all, let me actually open the sheet on my end and I'll elaborate. We're gonna YouTube skip a bit. Well, YouTube, by the way, while we're on the topic, YouTube cannot really participate in the chat voting thing because there's a big backlog, so YouTube voting wouldn't really work. Now, here is how this is gonna work. I have added a I choose you command, basically. I've added an I choose you command to Twitch. You are allowed to redeem that 3 times. Like, only 3 times, once per day. Basically, like, once per stream. So, like, I was thinking about how I wanted to do this, and I'm like, alright, yeah. So, people can use channel points. They can redeem a Pokemon of their choice within reason. So, like, if the Pokemon's unobtainable in Black, there's not really much I can do. So, I'd recommend just, choosing Pokemon that can be gotten in Black, obviously. Unless someone were to tell me how to do action replay stuff, then I can consider doing any option. Some other stuff I have here, like, we are allowed to rotate members. It's possible you can vote for a team member to be like, hey, Nova, I want to see you use, like, a Watchog or something. But it doesn't need to be a permanent stay. I think Black and White's one of the easiest games to grind because Autodos exist. So I'm willing to rotate out team members just so a lot of chat members can get their Pokemon in. Because, like, I feel like gonna be hard to do as many people justice as possible, so I'm willing to rotate team members around. So that's another thing. You're allowed to be like, oh yeah, you can use this Pokemon for a bit in the playthrough and then like bench it like on the 6th gym or something. So that's one thing. Goes without saying, this isn't the rule list, but I mean literally any Pokemon. Literally any Pokemon. If someone wants me to have, like, I don't know, a Patrat and not evolve it, that's fine. It can literally be any Pokemon. I'm willing to, like, it's literally up to chat. I'm only going to be in control of 2 things, right? The only thing I'm going to be in control of is my starter Pokemon, because I think there's only one good starter in this gen. And, actually, that's, like, it. Oh, and I want to use Reshiram at the very, very end. Like, I want to use Reshiram for the post-game. and the lead up to the real champion. So Reshiram is kind of dedicated a team slot, and the starter isn't necessarily guaranteed a team slot. If chat's team doesn't have the starter in it, that's fine. Superior does not need to stay. I just spoiled who I'm picking because I think Superior is the only good Gen 5 starter. Fight me on that. But yeah, you know. So, alright, what else? So yeah, you know, obviously the more channel points you have, the more chances you have of getting a team member. Pokemon can be chosen ahead of time. Flygon already redeemed. I choose you to choose Lilligant. So I will keep Lilligant in the back of my mind. I'm actually gonna do... Hold up. To be a good idea. But yeah, like Lilligant, right? Lilligant can't be gotten till later in the game. So, you can do that. If you want to use your votes for a Pokemon that's gotten later, then that's fine. You're allowed to do that. Again, like I said, only 3 votes, so Raptor chooses Volcarona. We are gonna get a Volcarona. Volcarona's sick. Wow, that's awesome. I love Volcarona. But yeah. So, alright, Flygon chose Lilligant. Raptor chose Volcarona. So, that means Raptor and Flygon only have 2 more, despite their channel points, they only have 2 more votes, for today's stream. That might be a bit much, but again, I'm willing to rotate team members out, and we're kind of gonna play it by ear in terms of, like, oh, who's staying for a certain gym or something. Like, I'm willing to rotate teams because this game is, I think Audino's make it, like, really easy to grind. So I'm willing to rotate team members, basically. What else? I said YouTube comments won't be able to contribute because there's a backlog, so you have to be at streams. You have to be at a Pokemon Black stream. So don't come, this is common sense, but I can imagine, Octagon, welcome to stream. You came at a really hectic time, but welcome to stream regardless. But, this should be common sense, but I'm gonna say it anyway. I can see someone coming to, like, a Fantasian stream that I do, or Dragon Quest, and be like, I choose you! Redeeming I choose you during any other game does not work. It only works during Black and White, so don't redeem it during other playthroughs. That should be common sense, but I'm just bringing it up now. It has to be during a Black stream. I said Reshiram's an automatic team edition for post-game. Raptor's like, are you doing post-game? Or you are doing post-game? Yes. The only way I feel like Pokemon Black is complete is doing the post-game, because, spoiler alert, but, like, it's Pokemon. Who doesn't know this? When you fight the Elite Four, you end up fighting, like, Anne and Getsis. And then after that, you get a post-game sequence, essentially, where you get to go to, like, some different towns, and you get to fight, like, Alder when he's, like, level 70. That's the only way I like playing Black and White and getting to fight Alder. You don't get to fight the true champion in Black and White unless you do the post-game. So, yes, I am gonna do the post-game. We're gonna do, like, everything. We'll fight Cynthia and we'll fight Alder. The playthrough will end when we fight I don't know if I'm gonna end it with Alder or Cynthia. I'm not sure who the not canon. That's the wrong word. I'm not sure who the one... We're gonna end it with Alder or Cynthia, basically. Basically. I don't know which one. We're gonna end it with one of them. But yeah. And, you know, this is all experimental. So, we're gonna play it by ear. We're gonna see how this goes. This is gonna be really hectic. And I really... Oh, did I say this part yet? If you give 5 subs during a Black stream, it has to be during a Black stream. If you gift 5 subs, you also get an automatic team addition. I don't know how many people are actually going to sub, but I wanted to actually gift subs. I don't know how many people are going to gift subs and sub, but I thought I would add that just in case. People are allowed to gift sub for team members, but I didn't want to limit that, you know? I didn't want to, like, basically force people to sub, because I think if I forced people to sub, I feel like the team wouldn't... I don't even know if it would get filled out, so... yeah. So, give subs and subs kind of override it. Like 5 gift subs equals a team member of your choice. You can do that, or you could do the channel point I choose you command. Do the 5 subs have to be in one black stream, though? I don't know. What do you guys think? Hold up. What if I don't know. I feel like yes. I don't know. I feel like probably. Why am I not logged into chat? Hold up, this is weird. I'm trying to do a poll on Twitch. But it's not, I'm not logged in for whatever. Log in. Why am I not logged in? I'm streaming. Streamlabs is so whack sometimes. I know Arietta gifted 2 subs. So if Arietta gifts, Arietta can gift 3 more subs, get a team member, also redeem I choose you, etc. But again, like I said, only 3 team members per day. And I have it listed on who people voted for. So far we have Volcarona and Lilligan. I don't know if they're mainstays or temporary. But again, the mainstay and temporary, that'll kind of be playing by ear. I'm probably going to rotate team members anyway, like for each gym. We'll switch around. Something like that. By the way, I feel bad for the YouTube people that are just having to suffer. Okay. I don't know. I think the subs should be in a black stream. Because I'm making it, Alright, Flygon chose Hydreigon. So, I have here Hydreigon. Yeah, YouTube's gonna get a kick out of this one, huh? But yeah. Alright. I think they have to be in the black stream. I already made the rule that, like, you can't redeem in other streams. I think it would be weird if I just made you able to sub and it goes towards black. So, like, if you're willing to sub or give sub, I would just save them for Pokemon Black streams. What's up, Deku? Welcome to stream. Alright, so I talked about the rules. If anyone needs a refresher, remember, !rules is there. I might, again, this stream, I might also refine the rules. We might refine the rules as we go. That's just a blueprint and something to go off of, and kind of an experiment. I might refine it, maybe chat has some ideas, maybe I'll consider doing them. This playthrough is kind of in chat's hands. The only thing I'm in control of, I'm actually playing the game, I'm actually fighting the trainers, and I'm doing the post-game, and I'm getting Reshiram and using it, and that's like it. So most of this playthrough is in chat's hands, which I think is like the main reason I wanted to do Pokemon on the channel. Anyway, we're finally going to talk to Juniper. Hi there, welcome to the world of Pokemon. My name is Professor Juniper. Everyone calls me the Pokemon Professor. Yo, Minchito! Hog. That's right, this world is widely inhabited by mysterious creatures called Pokemon. Pokemon have mysterious powers, they come in many shapes and live in many different places. We humans live happily with Pokemon, living and working together. We complement each other, we help each other out to accomplish difficult tasks. Having Pokemon battle one another is particularly popular, and it deepens the bonds between people and Pokemon, and that's why I research Pokemon. Well, that's enough for me. Could you tell me about yourself? Am I choosing a boy or a girl? Chat, the trainers in Black and White and Black 2 White 2, they're canonically different, right? They're like canonically, the Black 2 White 2 trainers have like visors and like, they're different trainers, right? These aren't the exact same trainers. Because I am gonna do Black 2 and White 2, and I'll choose the opposite gender, probably. They are separate characters. Okay. Let's play as a girl. We'll play as a boy for Black 2, White 2. I'd like to know your name. Please tell me. Alright, look. I know I always go for canon names in RPGs, but I actually don't want to use canon names. In this instance. I'll use canon names for, like, the rivals, but for my character, I'm just gonna use another name. I was gonna reference Tales of, which is my favorite franchise, but I'm gonna be honest, I don't think Tales of really fits with Pokemon trainers. So we are gonna reference another one of my favorite franchises, Wild Arms. I'm gonna name you Cecilia from the original Wild Arms. Oh, nice. Assuming this is the right spelling, I think I have just enough characters. And then when we do Black 2 and White 2, we might be Rudy. We'll play as a boy because they're different characters. Hold up, I need to see if this is right. I think this is right, though. S-E-C-C-E-C-I-L-I-A. Yeah, perfect. Easy. Your name is Cecilia, right? Yep. So your name's Cecilia, what a wonderful name. Well, then I'm gonna introduce you to your two best friends. This young man... Oh, they don't let me name Charon and Bianca. That's neat. I was gonna probably name them Charon and Bianca anyway. He can be a little difficult, but he's a very honest person. This young woman is Bianca. She's a little flighty, but she works very hard. I think you three have potential, so I'm gonna give you a very, very important Pokemon. Snivy. Cecilia, the moment you choose the Pokemon that will accompany you on your journey, your story will truly begin. During your journey, you will meet many Pokemon and people with different personalities and points of view. I really hope you find what is important to you in all of these travels. That's right, befriend new Pokemon and grow as a person. That's the most important goal for your journey. Let's go visit the world of Pokemon. It's winter. Oh yeah, this game has like a season system. It's sick. It's really unique. I really like Black and White. I think Black and White are probably my fourth favorite mainline Pokemon games. If I were to think of mainline Pokemon games, my favorites are Heart Gold and Soul Silver, although that might change when I replay them. I think ORAS are number 2. I think Black 2 and White 2 might be number 3, and then Black and White would just be under Black 2 and White 2. And then it probably goes like Platinum, then X and Y, and those are the Pokemon games I deem like good, basically. Because I don't like I don't like Gen 7, unless I'm forgetting one. And then like the GBA games and the Game Boy games, like, you know, they're, I guess, good. Like Fire Red and Leaf Green, I feel like I'm mostly blinded by nostalgia with Fire Red and Leaf Green, but they're still good. Cecilia, I heard from Professor Juniper we can have a Pokemon. Oh, this is actually... I actually like the way you get your starter in this game. I remember being really hyped for the release. Pokemon Black and White was far from my first Pokemon game, but I remember, like, anticipating the release of this game. I think this is the first Pokemon game that I was, like, anticipatingly... That's not a word. Like, eagerly waiting for it to release. Like, I remember I went to, I don't remember where it was. I got to play Black and White, like, a demo. Like a gameplay demo for it. I was, like, eagerly waiting for this game. This is, like, the first Pokemon game I remember, like, hyping up. Like, oh, it's coming out. Let's keep in Bianca. Alright, Octagon chose Excadrill. Am I a little late? Oh, so sorry. Bianca, I've known for 10 years that you have no sense of time, but seriously, today's the day we can get a Pokemon from Professor Juniper. I know, sorry Cecilia, sorry Charon. So, where are the Pokemon? They were delivered to Cecilia's house, so Cecilia gets first pick. Also, I'm better than you losers. Naturally. The Pokemon are waiting for us inside that gift box. Okay, Cecilia, you go first and take a peek at the gift box. I want to meet Pokemon right now. Alright. Well, I believe there's only one good starter in this game.